Hey guys, I hope you are all okay. Welcome to another session and another 2025 video by me, Beyond Esther K. Today, guys, I am bringing you the tarot of 2025. Now, for those of you who are new, there was a new tarot cycle that actually started in 2001 or 2001. Yes, it was 2001. Actually, if you scroll down my list, I actually put it up. So basically, there was a tarot cycle that started in 2001, and obviously with tarot, we're going through like a fool's journey. So the fool's journey started in 2001 and it ended in 2021 with the world card. And the tarot cards are, it's 21 cards. So if you go all the way back, this journey started in 2001 and it finished in 2021. So we started with a fool's journey, we ended with the world. Now we started a new beginning in 2022 with the fool, and 2023 we was in the magician year, and 2024, which we are in now, is the high priestess. So next year, 2025, we are in the Empress. Okay, so just a bit of a catch up on what's going on this year with all the cards. 'Cause I talk about the main. I always call it the tarot card of eclipses, but it's the major arcana basically. So this card, the High Priestess, which is 2024 card, is very much, it's a Cancer card. It's very much about our higher power. It's very fertile, it's very creative, it's very mysterious, very sensual. You really don't know what's going on. Yes, it can be moody, but it can be also very still. So some of us may have seen this year that that very much our intuition was very heightened. A lot of us may have felt very, very sensitive. Yes, like I said, there's like a mystery element because you don't know what's going to go on, but on the outside, to the world, things were very much emotionally, could actually be very much up and down, even like when it comes to like our relationships. But we also could really much be very much in tune with our feelings and sensuality. um like in a work atmosphere as well this year. um I felt that some of us may have gone into like the spiritual realm. um Obviously, I think emotions were very heightened in our jobs as well. There's losses as well. There's a lot of talk about, especially with women, mothers in their jobs, leaving their jobs because their jobs are not very flexible. So with the high priestess with being the Cancer card, you know, it actually does make sense. Um, I'm not a doctor or anything, but like even health wise, emotionally, we could be felt up and down. Like there's a lot more discussions to do with hormones. It's not been a new thing, guys. I think when Uranus went into Taurus, this discussion, but I felt like this year, a lot more people are talking more about menopause and their hormones and balancing it. Um, and this card does symbolize this because it's a Cancer card as well. This card is also, yeah, so it's very about hormones, menstruation, and like our emotional state. When we come to when we come to like the minor arcana of this year with the two of the high priestess, we have the two of wands, which is very much a fire. This is about fire, creativity. This is also about us being quite detached, withdrawn. There could also be a side of us thinking about our future, being like in two minds, because number two is very much about in two minds. We could also have felt that yeah, I felt that a lot of like being in two minds. I feel that this card is very much to do with our energy, how we, push ourselves. So I felt that that definitely may have been a thing. Even when I was reading up about this card, because I had to reread this card, one thing that stood out was immigration, migration, immigration, and we're seeing a lot of that happening. This card is very much about, you see the card is about looking to the sea. So I feel that some of us were probably thinking that we need to move away, or we're very much in two minds about where we want to stay. Immigration, migration has been a massive thing this year, obviously because Saturn's probably in Pisces. But yes, yeah, I felt a lot of that was happening. Yeah, whenever I see wands cards, guys, it very much speaks to me on like the physical aspects of, of how we are treating, like when it comes to like our body physically, mentally. But it is also about like our career as well. It's also about our health. It's also so this card is just showing me that there's a lot of us, a lot of us were like in two minds about like our drive and our energy, where we're gonna go forward. It could be, some of you also could have had two jobs and you probably had to choose. Some of you may decide that we're not really sure which path I want to go in. The driving energy was up and down. It was there, but it could have been up and down, even when it came to like finances as well. When it came to money, especially money, we've got the Two of Pentacles, which is definitely about us balancing our finances. A lot of juggling going on. This is to do also, this is an earth card, so this is very much about some people probably again had two jobs, juggling different finances. Some of you, of course, when it came to like work with your partner, you had to work together in order to balance your finances as well. This is about balancing the books. This is us trying to be, some of us may have tried to probably be flexible, but it just wasn't really working out that way. Um, I'm just talking on a general scale here. You can do this for your relationships as well. Some of you may have juggled two people. You just never know. But definitely when it came to like our finances, because it's a Pentacles, this is not a time to be, like this year was not really a time to be taking risks. If you were taking risks, you had to like really try and be open and think about where, your mind, your money. Um, yeah, I felt it wasn't a time to be taking risks when it came to like our money, but definitely there was some of us in two minds. Some of us also may have felt that we didn't have enough, so we had to take on another job. This also probably did cause a lot of us being quite stressed, anxious, because who wants to work two jobs, guys, unless you really like doing it. But yes, money, again, money, there's a lot of having to save money, spend money. Obviously if you had like if you've got a big family, like I got a new little one, money situation definitely did change. So there's a lot of juggling going on. When we come to like our mindset, we had the Two of Swords, which is, if you see the card, it's about someone, a woman or a man, crossing the swords on their chest and covering their eyes. So this is, you could say that some of us like mentally were trying to not think about certain things. Probably obviously, it could be a form of denial, like there was things going on in our heads mentally, but we didn't want to avoid, should I say. This, think I would say this card is definitely to like the mental health of blocking emotions, pushing emotions down, not wanting to think about things, just wanting to just push ahead, which is not always good. Um, yeah, so again, because number two, you could be torn mentally in wanting to say and wanting to just be quiet. And again, this could be for everything, career, money, you know. But yeah, I don't feel that it helped if we didn't sort of like rock the boat. But I do feel a lot of us wanted to have like that peaceful life, but it didn't really work out that way, because this card has also shown me that when things were not said, it did cause a lot of mental distress. Okay, but also because this card is about sort of more or less like not seeing what is there. um yeah, I just felt that mentally that this year, there was things that were said, but there was things that were not said. And obviously this card is definitely about, because it's a Libra card as well, so it's about being caught in arguments, conflicts as well, but trying to find balance, but also pretending not to see certain things as well, which is a form of denial as well. Um, the truth needed to be said, but I don't feel that the truth, and I feel this is for general guys, the truth, certain aspects of the truth was not said, and it definitely could be across the board. So yeah, it may have felt mentally difficult for a lot of us, you know. And after then we come to that, the love is, we have the Two of Cups, which is actually a lovely card. It's about marriage and union, love, obviously a bit of harmony, a bit of balance. Um, I think in terms of like relationship, I think that if your relationship was sort of like on an even keel, I felt that there are certain things that I think it's, if we felt brave, remember going back to the High Priestess card, which is like not saying certain things, just keeping a lot of things in. But I think if things were said, things changed in our relationships, business or personal. I felt that some of us did have that sort of union that we wanted. Those probably like marriages and this is a fertile card, so probably there's a lot of children that were born anyway this year, and it's going to keep growing for some of us. But yeah, I felt that there was some balance in the relationship, because there were certain things, emotional stuff, that needed to be said. um Again, I felt that this changed a lot, of course, in relationship. Obviously, like the flip side of this is that there could be a lot of breakups, divorce, all of that. If things were not even, if things were not balanced, you know um I feel that some of you may even think, okay, yeah, it actually did happen. But again, this is a general. So with all cards as well, the flip side is the opposite. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I think that, yeah, in terms of like our relationships, I think that some things tended to be more balanced. But obviously, things didn't work out that way. It was sort of meant to be as well, you know? So that was like the overview of this 2024 card. The next card we have for 2025 is the Empress card, guys. So let's go to the Empress, which is again about, very much a feminine card, like the High Priestess. It's very fertile. It's about pregnancy, motherhood. It's very much about creativity. This is a Taurus Venus card, guys. So, even though we're still in an emotional state, could be volatile emotionally for some, this card is very much about us, just being a bit more softer to ourselves, because we've gone through it all. So just being a bit more softer, doing some creative work. Again, some of us could, it's a general, guys, there could be again more pregnancies happening. Some of you, fertile is not just pregnancy, it's also about growing something within the womb, like something that you would like to do, enjoy, eating more, having like pleasures. I feel that a lot of us may be could be concentrating more on like the beauty aspects of things and beautifying ourselves. um yeah, so yeah, the Empress card is very much, and even again, this is like in a relationship as well. On the upside, it's very positive time for us to get with the partner. I think because Saturn's in Pisces, there could be some exes coming in 2025, guys. That's what I'm picking up. Some of you may get together, some of you may just actually just sit down and just have that conversation that needed to be had. Could have been from 30 years ago as well. Even like in the career aspect, I feel some of us can be very much more, maybe because Saturn's in Pisces, a lot more creative. I feel a lot of us will be making a lot more money, um, but because we're doing something that's connected to our emotional and soul. Yeah. If I feel that if some of you are feeling very stagnated, I feel there's really time to really tap into what you feel that you're great at. Yeah. When we're going into a number 9 year as well. So there are endings that are happening, guys. So there's endings across the board. So I think if you're leaving something, something needs to come in, but it's also going to be it's going to make you feel more abundant. Because this card is about abundance. It's a card about wealth. This is a Venus card, guys. This is about pleasures. So I feel that if you are tapping into that, there could be a lot of abundance happening. Um, Again, in a health sense as well, health can be great, but obviously on the flip side, this is a Venus card. We can definitely overeat sweets, chocolates, all of that. My favorite things. So we just be very mindful of our health, because we have to also, because whatever you put into your body, it detrimental to your mind and also your mental state. Our energies can ebb and flow. This is good and bad. Um, yeah, so yeah, that's what I see with this. It comes to like our energy, when we go to like the major arcana cards, guys, we have the Three of Wands. 2025 is gonna, we're coming to like the half of this decade. I'll say century, but this decade. And when we come to the half of something, that means like we're leaving the old and we're beginning the new. So the number 9 year is very pivotal, and we're pairing it with the high. We're pairing it with the Empress card. Things can definitely be fruitful. So we're going to like the Three of Wands, and the Three of Wands is very much about, again, traveling long distance. It's also about far away land, hard work, planning, all of us moving forward. Our energy wise, we're feeling a little bit more confident, whereas before we were like very much in two minds. So I feel in terms of us, like energy wise, in general energy, I feel like there's going to be a bit more, moving forward, bit moving momentum. Because it's also, this is a number 3 year, which is very much a Gemini number. So there's going to be lots of movement that's going to be happening. So I feel that if you're feeling that things weren't really popping off for you like that, like it could be health wise, or if things felt really stagnated, this card is showing that things will be moving forward. I feel like we're a lot more communication, a lot more faster energy as well. And this is across, again, this is like when it comes to like business, when it comes to like our work. I feel some of us may, move, because this is called about far away. Some of us may move far away, immigrate, all of those things. Um, of course, finances can be shaken up. They could be. Yeah, so like again, this card definitely does speak to me a lot about like movement wise, whether it's to do with our health, no, not really our mindset, but like movement wise. So yeah, I think that things will move definitely into the right way. Like I think that if you need answers to anything, like if you need like, I don't know, to like do like a new workout regime, or some of you may even do 3, which is, I'm not saying you should, guys. Please, I'm not saying you should. But if you're looking to like do something different for like yourself physically, I feel that this is a positive time to be doing it. I think that a lot of us will be recovering from certain things as well, and getting answers to things. You know, but even like health, yeah, I personally see it. But also this card is about creativity as well. So I feel that that also could be expanded too. There's a lot, I feel there's a lot more business is going to be moving forward, momentous moving forward, and it could be with different people from different creeds and also different cultures. So it's time for, I feel that this it's time for us to sort of like take that realm, really take control of what we want into our lives, really not being afraid to like move forward, not being afraid to make that decision and go forward, because I feel that financially, and even creatively, things will be popping off for a lot of us. Especially if you've been waiting for a very long time. And I am definitely picking up, like, because we are also in a new generational change as well. So it's gonna be like definitely a big generational shift for a lot of us guys, which I feel is definitely needed because we had so much stagnation, guys. So when we come to like the money situation, we have the Two of Pentacles. And the Two of Pentacles is, it's a Jupiter in Capricorn card. And no, it's a Three of Pentacles. Why am I saying this? It's Three of Pentacles. I'm so sorry, guys. And sorry, it's a Mars in Capricorn card. And I actually like this card because it showed me that not only is it we're in a Taurus Venus year, yeah, also with the number 9 card, which is a, what is it, it's a Virgo card. I always say Virgo card. um it's a very earthy year. Yeah, very much an earthy year. So this card is about craftsmanship. This card is also about, getting help through like a profession or even like a trade. So yeah, whenever you see that, I like I said, I love this card. So this is, again, a lot of these cards, I'm just talking about the positive aspects, but if you like, obviously, that the reverse, guys, can happen. Yeah. So this card is also about apprenticeship as well, studying. This is us paying attention to detail, getting help from people to help us grow something to be more fruitful for the future. So I feel like in terms of like our money situation, like even definitely even like in Korea, this is a positive time in order to build, in order to achieve a goal. Saturn is easing out of Pisces in 2025, guys, with this card. So I feel that I'm picking up also, like, especially if you're like last deacon of the signs like Pisces, Gemini, Virgo. Um, I feel that if you are like, if you've been like, even like Scorpio as well, but I feel that if you've been like, felt like you've been stagnated in some way, like you want to like do something creative, or but you felt like things have been pushed to the back corner, could have been like life lessons or anything like that, guys. I feel that this card is saying that now's the time to really go for it. Now's the time to really, if you want people in your life, if you want that help, it can come. But you just need to remember, this is a Mars in Capricorn, but you just need to put that work in, like show them that you are worth it, like you are worth to be invested in. um I think if some of you have been working by yourself as well, there could be people that come into your life, they see what you're doing and want to help you, want to invest in you, or just want to just, see what you're about, so that they can, yeah, so that they can help basically. This card is very much about marketability as well. So this is the time that a lot of you can market yourself. This card is also about the long term. So Saturn being in Pisces is easing out, but still you can still make moves. So and I'm talking about myself as well, because there's certain things that I wanted to do this year, guys. It just hasn't really popped off. So I do feel that again, this card is about collaboration. Being Mars in Capricorn, it can feel like you have to collaborate with only certain people, prestigious people. But I feel that if people are on it, people are understanding what you're about, this is a great time to be doing it, guys. This is a great time to be upgrading yourself, upgrading your career, upgrading your skill set. If you've started anything and you've put it in the back corner, this card is saying pick it up now. Now's that time to do it, especially just before Saturn leaves Pisces, because going into Aries. So, again, a lot of us can procrastinate. A lot of us can, oh, I'll do it. This card is saying no, do it now. Um, Even if you're doing it by yourself, there could be a person or people that are probably looking for the next talent, or because remember, everyone finds everyone online. So I think even if you, wherever you're going to be, wherever you're going to be putting your talent, I feel that people can help but as long as you're putting that hard work in, okay? Um, Again, if it's reverse, if you're not putting the work in, this card is saying, you need to, put more work in, you need to require certain things. This card is, so like I said, basically, I don't read the reverse too much, but for me personally, whatever's like positive is the same as negative as well. So yeah, this is a time of getting your stuff out there, guys. Because there are people that can actually help us. When we come to the mindset, guys, this is a bit of a sharp one. We have the Three of Swords, which is very much about it's free. It's a heart with three swords. Very traumatic. It's about unhappiness. Could be depression. Could be sadness. Mentally, I feel for us. Remember, this is a general. Not saying it's gonna happen, guys, but mentally, um, we have to be very, again, I feel like in general, and I feel that this is because Pluto is in Aquarius, the mental health is going to be off the charts, guys. Because if you know my other video, I talked about the sixth house of Pluto in Aquarius, which is Cancer. And Cancer is a mental health sign. It's very emotional, but it also does suffer from depression. So in general, regardless, mental health is going to be a massive thing for the next 20 odd years. So this card, mentally, I feel that a lot of us can be in a way stuck on things, stuck on like the past. This card is also about uh, it's not it does feel negative, but I feel that obviously with a negative, it is a Saturn in Libra card, which actually Saturn does well in. And this card is about, like I said before, but it's also about separation. It could also be an ending of love, but it also could be like an ending of a mental journey. So again, we have to really be mindful of what we're thinking, we're feeling, where our thoughts go, because all this goodness that we can have, we can also think like, oh, it's not going to work out, it's not going to happen. And this is obviously to do with like our insecurity. Just be very mindful of our insecurity. Just be very mindful of what we're thinking, what we're saying, what we're actually doing. Also be mindful of who we have around us, because it could be people around us that are not and it could be anyone. It could be a friend, it could be an ex, it could be even our partner, that they can just say something and it will just put a lot of insecurity on us. Now I've got Mars in Leo, so if anything said, I don't feel no way to say something back, but I'm also very mindful as well, because sometimes some people say things and they don't mean it like that, but sometimes you could be in your feelings and you say something back. But I feel this card is saying, really listen to what's being said, because even though it's a card of heartbreak, I feel that that can happen if we are not listening and we're not communicating as well. Yes, there can be some losses mentally for a lot of us, but mental health is key for all of us. And yeah, but yeah, just take care of ourselves mentally. And I don't say too much because I'm not a doctor, guys. But yeah, but there can be things on like on a deeper emotional level that all of us may need to say or think about or even communicate about when it comes to this 2025. When it comes, this high priest, I keep saying high priest, comes to this Empress card, we definitely can really be much in our feelings, guys. um Again, this card is very much about pleasure and having that peaceful life, but I think if there's things, again, if things need to be said, we just need to say it for our own mental health. you know when we come to the last card of 2025, guys, we have the Three of Cups, which is very much, sometimes we just need that nice card. It's very much about the reunions. It could be getting together with family, friends. It could be brothers, it could be sisters. it's a Mercury in Cancer card. Okay, and this feels very nostalgic. But Cancer being the cardinal sign that it is, it could also be a very fruitful time of like a new beginning of something definitely creative or like a new business. But yeah, this card is saying about there's gonna be some celebrations, and I feel coming from the Three of Swords, like we have to really dig deep and go in because there's some losses, there's things that like mentally are gonna be like hindering us. Then we come to like this great conclusion of, okay, I did all that, but now this is what's happening for me. Because this card is very much about celebrations. It's very much about weddings, and not funerals, but just weddings. Um, yeah, being with people that we love, family, friends, getting together with people, even going partying as well. So this cup is, I feel that this is very much to do with like our emotion. We went from the mental state, now we're going to our emotional state. So we went through it, and I feel that things will be a bit more lighter for us emotionally. This card is also about the our it's also very much a creative card as well. So I feel whatever we're going to be going through, we will come through it. Um, Obviously, again with the flip side, they there's really no bad things with this flip side, guys. We could just be overdoing it. I thought we could just be overdoing it, over partying, over drinking, over celebrating, all that type of things. But it does feel very, whenever you see cups, guys, it's very rare, it does really depend on what the reading. This is just a general reading, but this 2025 emotional state, creative state is like, I feel that it feels to me like whatever we wish for, it's now starting to happen. Things are coming to fruition. And again, I keep going back to the 9 year because the number 9 is very much about humanitarianism. It's about endings. It's like an ending of a cycle. And when we have the number 9 with this card, it showed me that we're ending like an old cycle of ourselves, but beginning a new cycle. So it's a cause to celebrate, it's a cause to rejoice, it's a cause to have people that we love around us. I feel that also some of us in 2025 will be having like a lot of new people in our and definitely could be people that we consider family. I feel that family will be getting together. I feel that like I keep going back to creativity because creativity is so underrated, guys. It needs to be reborn again. So I feel that we are going to be more. It does feel like a little bit of more contentment because we've gone through such a. Some of us have been through such a like traumatic time, but this card is saying, this is a cause to celebrate because you actually done it. Yeah, you've done it. You've been through it. You've dared yourself to, sorry about the noise, guys, but you've dared to go there. You've dared to step out like of your comfort zone, and you've gotten people that are helping you. You've gotten people that are, you know sometimes when you're really shy, guys, and you're just afraid to ask, but it's kind of saying no. You've you've gotten people that are helping you. You've gotten people that are, you know that's helped your career, or you've there's people that are in your corner. So now's the time to feel like emotionally a bit more content now. So this Empress, I call it the Empress. She is an Empress here, guys. This Empress here is well needed for 2025, because then in 2026 we have the Emperor card, which is the Aries card. So it's like we're going for like a bit of a brand new beginning. Yeah, we're going for a brand new beginning, and 2026 is going to be one hell of a ride anyway, guys. But yeah, so like I said, this card is very welcomed. We need it. We need to tap into ourselves. We need to we need to relax as well. But we need to create. We need to nurture. We need to You know, not to say that we're not going to do anything. I feel that we will still be doing things in 2025, but you know, things just need to, I think there's going to be a little more beauty to it, you know, and it's not to say it's going to be all well, guys. Remember, this is a Taurus card, and you know, Tauruses are very, very stubborn. So, you know, we can, of course, we can overdo things this year as well. We could be not balanced, and we can just be selfish. We could be greedy. We could be very stubborn, you know. So, of course, with every card, there's a good and bad. Um, another thing with this card is that I forgot to say with these cards, the major arcana, we can't not just talk about the we can't just not talk about this card without speaking about the other card as well. So, like this, I think, yeah, last year we had the number 8 with the star card. Yeah. So with this card we have the Empress, with the Hangman. Okay. Again, the Hangman is a Neptune card. I actually had this card, which is very, you know, the Empress with the Hangman. So even though we're gonna have all of these like nice pleasures, and we could also feel a bit uncertain. That's what this card actually means. There can be an uncertainty with it as well, which is definitely about, but also this card is about, this is the Neptune card. So card is about letting go. This card is about releasing and, you know, going to that place of not the material realm, but of a different type of realm. So yeah, I just wanted to just put that one out there as well. So even though we are going towards something that is a bit more nicer for us, we can definitely also feel a little bit like, am I in this world? Or, you know, because this card is definitely about like the past and the future, the hidden realms in its own way as well. So we do need to tap. This card is definitely saying that we do still need to tap in to our emotional selves, because, you know, and not be, because this, even though we're in the Taurus, the Venus card, we can very much still concentrate on all of those pleasures, but we also need to know that we need to let go of these things. These are not going to be the be all and end all. The Hangman is saying to us, we need to like let go of things that, you know, because I feel a lot of us are going to be tapping in to this, like I said before, but we also need to know that these can be gone, and we need to understand that it's certain things are just for now. I'm talking definitely like the material sense, and this card is also about letting go too. So some of us may struggle to definitely look at things from a sort of like mutable Neptune receptive perspective as well. So that's one of the reasons why I said, even though it's really great we have this card is coming in as well and saying, remember, you know what I mean, you know, try not to stick to this, because this can also happen. And you need to understand that if this does happen, what are you going to do? Okay. I feel that definitely we need to like really pay close attention to the small details of things, and not think that everything will definitely be set in stone. I've always call it the Neptune card. This Hangman is coming. So we have the two cards together. And also, of course, when it's upside down, there could be a lot of confusion. We could just be doing crazy things, not wanting to see things, and all types of things. So yeah, so this is very much a card that could be put in certain works in the spanner. We could definitely be feeling a bit uncertain, but or a bit lost, but also grounded, but like, oh, I need this, and it's like, do you actually need it? This card is actually making us think. So we are going to the Empress, with the Hangman card. Wanted to say that, guys. So, guys, with that being said, this is the 2025 tarot card for the collective. We are now in the Empress tarot, guys. And yeah, thank you very much for listening. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. As you know, you can see babies crying. And yeah, so let me know what you think, guys. And thank you very much for listening. And I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Bye.